Welcome to Tuberchad. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So thank you everybody for coming and visiting us on this early Super Bowl Sunday. The first channel that we're looking at today is Bobby Loves Beauty. This is a creator that came into the Tuberchad community just blazing, first of all, with generosity, but secondly, with influence. I went to follow Bobby Loves Beauty, as I do with all creators who eventually come through Tuberchad, and then while in her live stream, I got the warmest welcome that I remember getting from any group of creators in a very long time, if ever. And I gained lots of friends and family members from her live stream, and I saw the loyal and dedicated community that she has surrounding her. Now, some of you here in the chat already, and those of you watching the replay and those of you who will come afterwards will notice that we've already gained friends and family members here in the Tuberchad community from Bobby Loves Beauty, and then hopefully she's gaining lots of friends and family members from the Tuberchad community as well. With 460 subscribers, she is moving very close to the halfway mark, to that magical 1K. That is an important milestone for everybody. So I hope that everybody will rally around this channel. We'll push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 470, and get that 500 moving for them. Once again, thank you everybody for coming in. Scratch and Pete, supportive creators on all of YouTube's. Corinne's Life is in the house as a member and a moderator. Thank you for coming in so early always. We got 4V Chuckles in the house. Thanks for coming in. Free Unbiased News is back. And Georgia Bulldogs, who has been with us for months and months and months, is back with us again. Have Cheetah Will View. It's good to see you in the house. And Hilda DC will likely be spreading lots of positivity through the chat. K Salad, it's great to see you back. Thank you for coming in. And Mr. Fulton Mraz is a generous creator who's been with Tuberchad since the beginning and always shares for us. A very generous creator. Mimi's Food TV, it's good to have you back. Sergeant Life, it's always a pleasure to have you in the chat. Thrill Seeks is already on the wheel, and welcome to the Rich family. Thank you for coming in so early as well. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, but as long as you're still active, of course I'll get around to everybody. And Bugsy Cruiser comes in blazing with generosity again. Thank you so much. Bugsy Cruiser is already on the wheel, of course, because they are a silver member, but we will look at that channel first. So I'm just going to do a small bit of organizing here, and let me see what I can do here. There we go. I've got the fishing hole on the wheel right now. That is Corinne's Life, second channel, where we're able to connect and meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here in Tuberchad. We rated them yesterday on that channel, and hopefully everybody has had a good introduction to the fishing hole. We'll take a look at that channel in a little while. Corinne's Life, waiting for the Super Bowl to start. And 30 to 40 centimeters of the white stuff. Are we expecting to get it? I hope around here we're not going to get too much. It hasn't been snowing like crazy in southern Ontario, Canada. But I know that there's been storms all over. So hopefully everybody is doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Forgive me if I've missed anything that you've mentioned in the chat, whether it's a question or a comment that you meant specifically for me to see. But if you don't mind, if you're patient with me and can mention it again, I'll probably get around to it second time. Thank you, Hilda DC, and yeah, Thrill Seeks. I'm happy to have spoken to them earlier today on Instagram. Anybody can reach out to me on Instagram if you'd like. I'm also available on Twitter and Facebook, but Instagram seems to be where I'm the most active these days, as it seems with most channels and most creators. And let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm trying to catch up. I always fall behind in the beginning because after we do the introductions. Two Pineapples is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let's make sure you get onto the wheel. We've got a special clip that we play for Two Pineapples when they are not here. And then Angie Poo 215 channel, thank you for coming in. MSK Family Vlogs is in the house. And I'm just cleaning up our wheel so that we can get spinning pretty soon. House of X Entertainment Inc. is back in the house. Yo, it's your boy Leo. Wonston was celebrating his 1-year monetization anniversary yesterday, so hopefully everybody will congratulate Wonston on continuing these milestones and continuing to influence everybody. Welcome to the Rich family. Good to see you here. Emotion, I saw you actually earlier. You're already on the wheel, of course, but thank you for coming in. JD Knight 7, good to see you here. That's another creator that's been with Tuberchad since the beginning. Protech Sports, good to have you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, I should get around to everybody. Simply Royce is in the house. That's another creator that has one of those clips that we play, but they're often here with us in the chat. An extremely generous creator. And they have recently become monetized, so we're just waiting to see what they're going to do about a monetization celebration, and then hopefully everybody will head over there to congratulate them as well. That your girl Victoria, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Protech Sports is hoping everybody's doing okay. Hopefully you are too. I've had a good time hanging out with them lately on live stream or two. That's the creator that we featured actually the other day as ALOT. We featured both of their channels in the last several weeks because it's a creator that's got lots of influence in their own community, a loyal and dedicated following, and then as well has come into the Tuberchad community, spreading lots of positivity, not to mention generosity. This is Our Life is in the house. Good to see you here. You're already on the wheel, of course. And, yeah, have Cheetah Will View. We're off to a good start. Will and Tia, good to see you here. Boy Mom Goals, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I think this might be your first time with Tuberchad, but forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. MSK Family Vlogs, thank you so much for popping in. V3 Views, it's good to have you back. And maybe it is time that we can spin. Tanisha Armstrong, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Let's spin and see who's going to come up for. Oh, actually, we're going to do Bugsy Cruiser's channel is going to come up first. We'll get to that in 1 second here. So we're looking at Bugsy Cruiser right now. Thank you one more time for that super chat. I really do appreciate it. We've got Urbex Paranormal and more that got the first spin of the wheel, so we'll get to them next. And Norfolk Dashcam, yeah, sometimes I make that mistake, but hopefully less and less as time goes on. There's Artfully Blind with Diana. That was our featured channel from yesterday. Hopefully everybody had a chance to connect with them. And if you did not see them yesterday or before that, I hope that you'll connect with them right now. That's another creator that's shown great generosity and influence in the Tuberchad community already, and for that reason was featured yesterday. And yeah, I see have Cheetah Will View is asking Michael's Adventures if the raccoon is their pet, but the you'll have to ask him about that. Michael's Adventures has a lot of different content on his channel, but let's say nature is definitely a part of it. So Bugsy Cruiser came over to us from Periscope and Twitter and has now started a YouTube channel where they're sharing some content. You can see I was hanging out on one of the live streams the other day there at the National Museum of the United States Air Force. So that's a really fascinating bunch of content. We have a museum in my area similar, and so it kind of brought back memories while I was sitting there watching that content. But that's a great place to have done some live streaming. I find that outdoor live streams do really, really well for those of you who find that suitable for your channels. And then we're going to look at Urbex Paranormal and more. So if you have the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, of course, I'll appreciate that very much. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, they really do help the stream. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out there supporting other creators. But if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it during a live stream or a premiere. It only takes a second. You don't lose your place, and it really does help, so I'll appreciate it greatly. I was hanging out with Two Pineapples on a live stream as well, where they were enjoying some beach time, which is great. They've got a lot of great content on their channel as well. Looks like everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. So Helly K, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Let us think about spinning the wheel. Urbex Paranormal and More has 880 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, get them maybe even to 890, and they will soon have their 900 and officially be on the road to the magical 1K. We're going to look at emotion right now. I find it easiest to find this channel when I type in emotion, new soul R&B. And their videos should come up first. And Corinne's Life, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we'll make sure that your channels are featured next. So Emotion New Soul R&B is climbing the search results, and you might have to just use your filter on a phone or a computer to get to the channel, to get to this creator. With 214 subscribers, they are doing not badly at all, but struggling with those search results just because their name has such an unbelievably popular word, And so what we can do for creators like this is when you search, find, and click on them, you're doing them a world of good in the algorithm. So I hope everybody will just make sure you match up that avatar while you look for emotion. Like I said, I find it easiest to find them by typing in New Soul R&B, and you'll pop this channel up, and hopefully you'll support this channel. Corinne's Life is coming up next. That's the host of the fishing hole that you see on the wheel, for those of you who are on a computer and can see. And Norfolk Dashcam, thank you for your super chat and your kind words. For that reason, we'll get your channel up right after Corinne's Life and the fishing hole. Let's get them up right now. Corinne's Life is in the chat both as a member and a moderator, but she's got a second channel now that she's monetized on the first one, and I love to see that with creators. If you have a great idea for a second channel, something on your personal channel flies for you, or you get another idea, that can really help. Thank you, JD Knight 7, for the share on Twitter. He's been a member of our Twitter list for a long, long time. So this is Corinne's Life. We all recognize her as a member and a moderator in the chat, and I'm just going to show you the fishing hole as well. This is where we were yesterday, where we're able to connect with people the same way that we do here in Tuberchad. Very similar type of idea on that live stream, but of course, there are lots of different places on YouTube where you can meet friends and family members the way we do here, but every host does their live stream a little bit differently. Some do it drastically differently, but there's lots of different places. We've already gained some friends and family members from Corinne's life even before she started that channel. So you can imagine we've got good things to come over there. I hope everybody will support her and get that channel moving. Thank you one more time for your super chat. Bugsy Cruiser, thanks for yours as well. And Norfolk Dashcam, I appreciate yours also. For that reason, we're going to get you onto, we're going to look at your channel next. No. Okay, pardon me for that for a second. My computer's just lagging on me a little bit. Norfolk Dashcam, here we go. 480 subscribers, so they're doing just great. I was talking about this channel yesterday because I've seen lots of this type of video, so I'm glad to have this channel in my collection of subscriptions now so that I can keep up with what they've got going on. Hopefully everybody will rally around this channel and move a little bit farther towards that 500. They'll be halfway on the road to the magical 1K. And then so Protect Sports, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate that as well. For that reason, we'll look at your channel next. Okay, pardon me for that for a second. I'm just yelling through the house here. Gongoli's Kitchen, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Micro Alpaca, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Metrosonic, a 14-year veteran of YouTube, is in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters, it's always a pleasure to see you. Let's get Protect Sports up here. Norfolk Dashcam and Protect Sports, thank you both for your super chats. This is the creator, like I said, from the other day with the second channel called ALOT, A Life of Tone, and we had a look at that channel as a feature. Now, this is a creator that's had both their channels featured on Tuberchad recently. Mind Your Money says their toddlers want to watch Thomas the Train instead of the Super Bowl. That's interesting. And then, yeah, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that greatly. Thank you so much. And we'll get to spinning the wheel in a moment. And as we work down a few more names, we will get through our list and get lots more channels up here. Let me see what I can do about my RAM, see if I can speed up my computer at all. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat, like a question or a comment that you meant specifically for me to see. If you can, just please be patient with me. I tend to fall behind, but if you can mention it again, I will try to catch it the next time around. We're going to look at 2 pineapples right now. Let me get that channel together. And this is Two Pineapples right here, so luckily we have that clip for them, but they're also here. So I can point out one of the things that we notice all the time. Two Pineapples is almost always live these days, because they've got a volcano that's active right now in their area, and so they're able to catch that, and they found some great success actually with their live stream. So they've got music playing, you're able to see what's going on with this active volcano. It's very cool. But I just want to point out as well, you know, like, they're live, but they're here in the chat with us, and it's fine. I know there's a lot of talk sometimes in different live streams that are similar to Tuberchad, where we say that, you know, you can't be live while you're going in live streams and stuff like that, but it doesn't affect it at all. Tuberchad has had Two Pineapples in the house since, I believe, before we were monetized, and we got monetized just fine, being in each other's live streams and stuff like that. So that's something to think about. And hopefully you will catch a lot of great content there. Like I said, I was just with them on another live stream where they were at the beach as well. So they've been able to catch a lot of good stuff. And then Two Pineapples always keeps the music going for us while the wheel is spinning. And Hilda DC, yeah, if there's any creators, and for anybody in the chat at all, if there's any creators that you notice that are not connecting the right way, like on short videos and stuff like that, you can reach out to me on Instagram, and I try to be attentive of it, and then I can address whatever we need in the chat. We always look at it for as a misunderstanding, let's say, to start, and then I can address it discreetly, whether it's here in the chat or outside, and just get everybody on the same page. When we connect here, we've got to be using videos that are at least 3 minutes long. Better if it's 4, 5, or 6 minutes, so that we make sure that those connections stick. We don't want YouTube to take the subscribers away afterwards. And the fishing hole we just already saw, so I'm going to pull that off. We'll go to the next channel on the wheel here. We're going to look at House of X Entertainment Inc. right now. So like I was saying earlier, this is a... Oh, Vanessa Ogumbwali, thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. I tend to fall behind. Mum Joy, it's good to have you back in the house as well. House of X Entertainment Inc. is a joint business venture between Yo, it's your boy Leo right here, and It's Me, Wonston, Yes Honey. And, you know, both of these guys have channels that are now monetized and have started this third channel between the two of them. But they have been supportive of Tuberchad. I've known them both about a year now, maybe even longer. They were here before Tuberchad even started. As a matter of fact, Wonston was the very first creator to come into our very first live stream. They also are generous in that they do the featured channels collaboration, which I'll talk about in a second, not to mention swapping playlists. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, then please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Don't be shy. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. When you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that their your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the kind of impact that has on your audiences and especially the YouTube algorithm. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. If you have featured Tuberchad or my personal channel on your front page, please just make sure that I know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. Jack Dawson, thank you so much for your super chat. For that reason, we'll look at your channel next. That's dynamic creator who I'll speak about in a moment. Brown Girl Bella is a very much loved and well-respected member of the small YouTuber community at large, as well as here in the Tuberchad community, and she's actually somebody I've been connected to for about as long as I have with Wonston and Leo. And that kind of speaks volumes about the creators behind these channels, that they are not only loyal and dedicated, but these are the kind of creators who are still here after all of this time. So Brown Girl Bella, I always have a good time hanging out in her live streams, and she's a dynamic host with a lot of great content. So I hope everybody will rally around this channel and push her a little bit farther. She is on the road to 2,400 now. And then, yes, absolutely, Jack Dawson, love, support, and respect is the key, for sure. Very lucky because here in the Tuberchad community, everybody's so unbelievably respectful that it's just a wonderful thing to see. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that. We're going to look at Jack Dawson next. And I'll give you one more clip while I get that channel ready. So here's Jack Dawson. I find it easiest to find this channel when I type in some, you often find him playing, like for instance right here, MLB The Show is a channel that helps his search results move a little bit quicker. Baskets Resale is in the house, and Unmasked Lifestyle just came in. Unmasked Lifestyle has a 1,000 subscriber giveaway coming up next week. We're expecting to do it on Saturday, and we will raid after Tuberchad that day. And then it looks like, unfortunately for Sam's Vlogs Trains and More, we might be buffering, but that's something I can't do very much about for now. Happy Lux, my dear friend from Germany, is in the house. And thank you one more time, Jack Dawson, for your super chat. Happy Lux has another growth stream where you're able to meet more friends and family members the same way that we are here in Tuberchad, like I talk about with the fishing hole and a couple of other channels. But Happy Lux has a much more upbeat version of what we're talking about. There's usually a video game going, there's music playing, it's like a party over there. And Tuberchad has gained hundreds and hundreds of subscribers from both Happy Lux and his second channel, Happy Jur. And with over 13,000 subscribers, you can bet that there is much to be learned from and inspired by, as well as entertained by that channel. Shell and 10 Awesomeness, good to see you here. Most 6510 Models, thank you for coming in. It's good to have you all in the house. I hope I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to, as long as everybody's still active in the chat. Of course, I should get around to everybody. And if you've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant specifically for me to see, just please be patient with me, mention it again, and I'll try to catch it the next time around. Makeup Mom and Son is coming up now. This is the channel that was featured on Friday on our live stream. Another channel that has come into the Tuberchad. So I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. You know, we've got a handful of members here on the Tuberchad channel now. One of the things you can do to support Tuberchad is by supporting our Super Chatters and members, because they're able to support the channel financially. And I appreciate it. All of that stuff is never absolutely necessary, of course, but very much appreciated. And Makeup Mom and Son, like I said, is a creator that came into the Tuberchad community blazing with generosity not too long ago, just a couple of months, but has already had quite an impact on our community. And then, oh, thank you so much, Mo 6510 Models. Thank you for hanging out for a few minutes, and thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate it greatly. It really does help. And again, if anybody's willing to swap playlists, then please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Shay's Journey, it's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a creator that's been with Tuberchad for a long, long time. Previously featured, of course. And then Bo's Pixel, it's good to see you here. Amelia's Kitchen, it's great to have you back in the house. Thank you again. Life with Rose and Ann is with us again. Newton, okay, good to see you here. You're new to Tuberchad, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. Here's Angie Poo 215 channel. This is another creator that has just recently found Tuberchad and comes back and back again. So hopefully everybody will rally around them and move them a little bit closer. They are officially on the road to 1,400. Life with Rose and Ann is willing to swap playlists. I see that. Lots and lots of creators in the house will be willing to do that. It's the one legitimate thing we can do to pump our hours up, but there's two more great benefits, and that's the reason why I push it so much here on Tuberchad, is because first of all, when somebody's running a playlist, they are running 100% of the time of every single video in that playlist, so that can pump the averages up for your channel. And then as well, it's a great way to trade favors with another creator and get a friendship started. And that's where the real strong, solid foundation for your channel comes from. And Mo 6510 Models is able to do a few playlists at a time, which is great. Tillin Fries, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right for you. And then, yeah, Metrosonic is wishing everybody to have a blessed and positive, fantastic day. Hopefully everybody will. Oh, free unbiased news. It's such a struggle for channels under 100 subscribers. It's just ridiculous. The only thing we can do is just make sure you're always following the full procedure, doing more for other creators than I even suggest here, let's say. Keep track of everybody that you're connecting with so that you can get back to them after. Because if creators have their channels or their subscriptions public, you'll be able to see yourself in there or see that you're not in there any longer, and then you'll be able to reach out to them and let them know, and they can clean those connections up. It gets better and better, but it seems to be somewhere between 100 and 200 subscribers that things start to get a little more normal, but we're all suffering in the purging and glitching that YouTube's been doing so aggressively for the last long while. Faith's World, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. This is Unmasked Lifestyle right here. This is a creator that's been a generous supporter of Tuberchad for a long, long time, but she's a dynamic host who shares information that I feel is good for everybody to at least see. And then as well, you can see the presentation on this channel is just spectacular, between the banner and the thumbnails matching to the content of the videos. And so I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel. She's got well over 1,100 subscribers now, but is doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway next weekend, of which we're expecting to do that on Saturday, and it'll be right after Tuberchad. It'll be an early live stream. We're expecting to go at 11 a.m. Eastern time next Saturday, which is a little bit earlier than we usually do them, but we will right after that raid Unmasked Lifestyle and get in on that 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Oh, Faith's World, never late. Never late. I'm always happy for anybody to spend any amount of time here. You know, with 38 million channels to choose from on YouTube, and that's if you happen to be on YouTube. There's so much to do in the world, so I appreciate every moment that everybody spends here. And I say it all the time, but as we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder for all of us to support, you know, everybody we'd like to as much as we would like. I will get our moderators going on the wheel eventually as well, but I'd like to get a couple of names on there from our list pretty soon. We've had quite a busy beginning. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that as well. Norfolk Dashcam. Oh, I didn't even, forgive me, because thank you for mentioning that. I didn't notice, I didn't look over at that yet. What that is called the Stream Boss. It's a feature. It's a lot more popular in gaming channels and live streams, but it's just a fun extra thing that I've added here. And what happens is every time somebody gives a super chat or gets a membership, it takes points off of the health of the Stream Boss. So it's almost like a little game, right? What happens is as the life gets removed from the stream boss over time. Whoever is the last person to knock the life right out of the stream boss becomes the stream boss. So for today, that was you. So once again, thank you for your super chat, and that's what happened as a little bonus because you knocked the last little bit off of the last stream boss, who I believe was just vlogging life. Nocturnal Nation, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Mind Your Money, I'm not sure if I welcomed you, but thank you for coming in as well. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat, or if you've mentioned a question or comment that you meant for me to see. Just please be patient with me. Mention it again. I'll be happy to catch it the next time around. Jenny June is in the house. Thank you for coming in. This is Our Life. Has 1,180 or so subscribers, but I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and get them moving. They are very close on their road to 1,200. We always want to help everybody push towards whatever milestone they're looking for next. And if anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I will appreciate that greatly as well. It helps us get more people in here and helps Tuberchad to grow. The Tyler Show, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. We're going to look at Baskets Resale right now. This is another creator that's got a couple of channels. So their main channel is Baskets, where they've got thousands of subscribers. But on Baskets Resale, they're working aggressively now with 377. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. Northern Mustangz, it's good to see you in the house as well. And then, yeah, Norfolk Dashcam, yeah, thank you. Forgive me, I just hadn't looked over. As you can imagine, I've got a couple of screens here, and I keep this way, way, way over on the side. So by the time I notice that it's changed, sometimes takes a little bit of time. But it's interesting, and it just gives a tiny bit more exposure to yourself, right? So people will recognize your channel, understand there's generosity there. D Gaming TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time with Tuberchad, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. And Northern Mustangz, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Yes, they really do help the stream, so if anybody hasn't done that yet, then it will really help. I'll appreciate it greatly. And did I miss another one coming in? Relax and Unwind. Good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And like I said, we have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. And Northern Mustangz is talking to 4V, just saying that they've featured their channel, which is very cool. That's a great way to trade favors with other creators. And, you know, I talk about it all the time because you can imagine the impact that has on the algorithm when you've got channels featured here, like Christian Nomad has Tuberchad on theirs, and, you know, we have Christian Nomad, of course. We do that, we swap that collaboration as well. And I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. So it's very, very cool. And C4V Chuckles is going to feature them as well. It's a great way to build branding exposure. As you can imagine, when you're out supporting other creators and you keep seeing some of the same channels over and over again, you know that those channels, first of all, are loyal and dedicated, but secondly, have had influence on the creator that's featuring them. That's the way I look at it anyway. 856 subscribers for Christian Nomad. This is another generous creator who shares knowledge within the community for the betterment of everybody. And Makeup Mom and Son, forgive me for not welcoming you. I'm not sure when you came in. We looked at your channel earlier, but that is our featured channel from this past Friday. So hopefully everybody will rally around them and support that channel as well. So let's think about spinning, and I'm going to add some names to the wheel from our list now. The way that the wheel works, of course, is everybody who's here in the chat has a chance to be on the wheel based on not just how long you're here, but how active you are in the chat. I have a robot called Bottissimo that keeps track of how active everybody is, how much everybody's interacting together. And then when I need names for the wheel, like I do right now, I look over at my list and I'm able to grab people in some kind of a logical order. So I'm going to get to that right now. And then once again, for anybody that's brand new to Tuberchad, I just hope you'll take a moment to read our video description. It describes exactly how to minimize your time, make sure your subscriptions stick, and then get some exposure for your channel. Mariska Van Bunderen, thank you for coming in. And Dirt Diggers UK, it's good to see you back in the house again. Unmasked Lifestyle, thank you so much for your super chat again, for all the generosity. We looked at that channel already, but I really do appreciate that super chat as well. Been talking offline on Instagram, so she's going to get that live stream scheduled, and it's likely going to be for next Saturday right after Tuberchad at approximately 1 p.m. Eastern, and she'll do her 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We'll keep everybody updated, and I will make sure I share on our community tab as soon as she gets that set. Thrilla T, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Good to see you in the house. I think this is your first time with Tuberchad, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. The Adventures of Andrew and Ree was recently featured on Tuberchad. We feature a different channel every single day based on generosity and influence that we see in the Tuberchad community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on our thumbnails. So, with over 2,000 subscribers, they've got it nice and locked in, but they are getting close on that road to 2,100, so we'd love to push them a little bit farther. Have Cheetah Will View is going to come up, and Sergeant Life, free unbiased news. And let's say we'll get Will and Tia up there, and then we'll continue on with some more names as we need them. Let's spin, get another channel up here. And look at the luck there. Have Cheetah Will View is the first channel I just added. We'll get to them in one more second. This is Have Cheetah Will View right here with 144 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, get them a little bit closer to 150. They are halfway on that road to 200. Reading and Retail is here. EC Emily, good to see you as well. And Gazelle Shima, good to have you in the house also. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, I should get around to everybody. And if you have mentioned something in the chat, like a question or comment you meant for me to see that I missed, just please be patient with me. Mention it again. I'll try to catch it the next time around. I've had a very busy beginning again. And then if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Ori and Lucy's in the house. That's another creator that allows people to connect the same way that we do here in Tuberchad. And Family Travel and Excursions is looking like they're having a good time meeting new friends and family members as well. Two Pineapples is keeping the music going for us while we spin the wheel. Luckily they do it silently so we don't get copyright infringements on our channel. Angel Light Over Darkness is in the house. Thank you for coming in, just resting up, but that's cool. Angel Light Over Darkness 33 has been a very loyal, dedicated, and supportive channel to the Tuberchad community for a long, long time. So I hope everybody will connect with them. They always spread positivity on their channel. As a matter of fact, that is exactly what their channel is for. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up on the screen and see. Thank goodness for our moderators. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. I am so sorry. I thought I put your channel up earlier. Unless I accidentally deleted it, or maybe I'm mistaken. I'm so sorry about that. I should have had that on there already. And then Jenny June, we're going to look at your channel. Actually, let's put Jenny June up right now. And thank you for your super chat. I really do appreciate that very much. This is another dynamic creator who is showing generosity in several different ways. Radical Productions, good to see you here. Yeah, if anybody, especially moderators, but if anybody notices me forgetting anybody or making a mistake, I never mean to do that, that's for sure. So just give me a nudge if you don't mind. Don't be shy, because I'd rather make a mistake of either doing something twice than not doing it, or making sure I don't forget anything that absolutely is important. And I appreciate the help. You know, we're busier than ever now, so I don't want to use excuses, but I really do appreciate help of all kinds. Jenny June, thank you so much for this. And I see Have Cheetah Will View, thank you for the super chat as well. We looked at that channel, but thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Never necessary, but absolutely appreciated, of course. Peaceful Therapy, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. And forgive me for not being sure, but Jenny June, I wonder if you are willing to swap playlists with other creators. While I have your channel up here, I just want to mention it. If that's the case, you can simply say so. And then as well, you can see that they are doing the featured channels collaboration that I keep talking about, which is a great way to trade favors with another creator and get some extra exposure for your channel. As well, Happy Lux, who's in the chat, has a program in his memberships that helps with watch hours as well. So as everybody connects with Happy Lux, hopefully you'll check those out. He's got 13,000 subscribers, 2 channels, and is already monetized, of course. So there's a lot of help that can be given there. Life with Adrienne XO is willing to swap playlists, that's for sure. That's another channel that comes through the Tuberchad community with loyalty, dedication, and a lot of generosity as well. Hilda DC, thank you so much for the time that you spent. Hopefully we'll see you again very, very soon. We are always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We're going to look at Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. So look at that. Not too long of a wait once we finally got your channel organized on the wheel there. And then D Gaming TV, the best success that you'll find here, and for anybody that's brand new with Tuberchad, the best success is always found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators. So if you're willing to give much more than you expect to receive, you'll find that it comes back to you over and over again, especially because you'll hear the stories that I tell about the channels that come through the chat, and particularly the ones I put on the screen. You'll get the idea of the kind of loyal and dedicated supporters we have here. But in the Tuberchad community, we believe wholeheartedly in giving much more than we expect to receive. For that reason, the best success is found when you reach out to other channels, watch their video, give them a comment and a like, subscribe to them, turn the notification bell on for all creators, then come back, let them know, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. And then John H. Shelton, yeah, it's, you know what's funny? I actually have slow mode on, right? So people can't message more than once every 10 seconds. One of the things you can do that I don't recommend is you can switch your chat from live chat to top chat, and it will skip a lot of the messages that YouTube kind of the algorithm feels are not absolutely necessary. Maybe people just saying hello or putting emojis and stuff like that. I don't know if that's helpful or not, but you could miss things. That's the only trouble. And 4V Chuckles, yes, there is a great group of people here, so thank you for mentioning that. John H. Shelton, never late. I appreciate every moment everybody spends here at Tuberchad. Jesse Miller, Unboxings and More, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And John H. Shelton is another creator that shows generosity in many different ways, has connected with me both here at Tuberchat and on my personal channel, which I'll be returning that for soon, and is also a member of our Twitter list. So if you're active on Twitter, you can follow our Twitter list called Tuberchat Stars. They are YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others, and then hopefully you'll get some extra action from some more creators on your videos if you're willing to swap with them in that way as well. Sam's Logs, Trains and More has 1,000 subscribers, nice and locked in. They're getting very close to 1,100. We just want to push them a little bit farther. And Paul's Blind Soup for the Soul, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up on the way in, I'll appreciate it greatly. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second, and it really does help. So I'll appreciate that greatly. Will and Tia is another creator that's back with Tuberchat again and again, so hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. We don't know how many subscribers they have right this second, but it really doesn't matter. We just want to push this channel a little bit farther so that they can hit the next milestone that they're looking towards. And other than that, hopefully everybody is doing okay meeting new friends and family members. If anybody finds that creators of, here in the chat are not connecting quite the right way, whether it's on short videos or the comments are getting held for review and stuff like that, you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuberchat. I am happy to have a look and then address whatever we need discreetly, whether it's here in the chat or outside, just so that we can get everybody on the same page. We all have to be doing everything we can to support each other these days, while YouTube is being so hard on everybody with the purging and glitching and removing subscribers and everything like that. We have to do everything we can, not only to connect with everybody and make sure that our connections stick, but to help each other so that everybody has more success as they grow their channels on YouTube. I can only live stream for somewhere between 10 and 12 hours a week, so I still want you to be growing your channel even when you're not here. There's lots of places where you can meet other creators. And I just want everybody to have the easiest time. It's best if we all help each other. Gazelle Shima, thank you so much for your membership. I appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to put your channel up on the screen next. Right now, we're looking at Angel Light Over Darkness. With 1,220 or so subscribers, we can push this channel a little bit farther. She's on the road to 1,300, but you can see right here from her banner, Uplift, Encourage, and Develop, this channel was made for spreading positivity, optimism, inspiration, and for this reason I enjoy hanging out with Angel Light Over Darkness 33 whenever I can, and we talk offline as well and share information and things like that. Luckily, she's already monetized, got her membership set up and everything like that, so you can check those out while you're over there. But I hope everybody will support this channel. She's very well recognized here in the Tuberchat community, was featured months ago because she's been here that long. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment you meant specifically for me to see, hopefully I haven't missed any specific people in the chat either. I certainly never mean to do that. I tend to fall behind a little bit when we're very busy like this. We're going to look at Gazelle Shima right now. Thank you one more time for that membership. With over 1,000 subscribers, she's actually got about 1,010 or so, so it looks like she's got it locked in. But we want to push this channel a little bit farther, get them moving on that road to 1,100. Oh, I see. Yeah, Makeup Mom and Son. We noticed that the other day because I think on the day that I featured you, you had 299, if I'm right. And then I was hoping you'd get that 300, and I keep saying, yeah, we need more subscribers for these channels so that they can get over and not slip below, and then YouTube just keeps hammering everybody with these purges. So as long as you're doing everything you can to support other creators while you're connecting with them, and then keeping track of everybody you're connecting with here in Tuberchad so that you can reach back out to them if you lose subscribers and try to figure out where they came from, what that will also do is help that creator know. We never think it's us. We never think it's our fault that the connections are being taken away, and it's really not, because it's YouTube doing it. But you may be surprised to know that 50% of the time it could be your connections that are not sticking. That goes for, you know, everybody, of course. And the best way is to keep track. If you're connecting with more than 10 people an hour here on Tuberchad, it's way too fast, and you'll probably lose all those connections, and we don't want to see that. Carmack Brothers, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And forgive me, I'm a little bit behind again. So Gazelle Shima, hopefully we'll push this channel a little bit farther. Like I said, they have been back with Tuberchad again and again, but I do appreciate your membership. You've knocked a little bit more life off of our stream boss. Norfolk Dashcam held that for a while in today's live stream. And then it looks like everybody's doing okay. Let's spin. Let's get another channel up here. Simply Royce is coming up next. What's that? My goodness, sorry, I was muted again. Simply Royce is here right now, and I was just mentioning that Jesse Miller Unboxings and More needs to get on the Twitter list. So what that is a list that we have on Twitter. For those of you active on Twitter, you'll know what a Twitter list is likely. And anybody that tweets or retweets for Tuberchad gets on that list automatically. I just go through, I find your retweets, and I put them on. And I put out a tweet every single day for Tuberchad, every live stream that we do, and all you have to do is retweet it, and then you get added to that list. And the idea is that there are other generous creators who are willing, as a minimum, to tweet or retweet for Tuberchad, so they might be willing to do the same for you. And if you're the kind of creator that is willing to tweet for others and retweet for others, then you can get a lot of traction off of Twitter in that way. You've already got people with established Twitter accounts working together, and that's what I wish. This is why we feature different creators every single day across all of our social networks, so that even when Tuberchad is not streaming, you have got well over 100 opportunities now to meet other generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters who you know have been featured on Tuberchad. And the Twitter list is part of that. Simply Royce is almost at 2,200 subscribers, so we're just waiting on a monetization celebration from them. And hopefully everybody will rally around them. We know that they're monetized right now, so that should be any time. And hopefully everybody will help them celebrate. We're going to look at Beauty and Beast Journey right now, and I'm going to get some more names onto our wheel. Beauty and Beast Journey is a... and there you go. Jesse Miller says they retweet for others often. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. Life with Adrienne XO. You know how many things I miss in the chat? And then as soon as you say I want pizza, I noticed that. Crazy, crazy, crazy about pizza. I get everybody around me like pizza right out, eh? Beauty and Beast Journey is a dynamic couple of creators who are very much loved and well respected in the small YouTuber community at large, as well as here in the Tuberchad community. So hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. Again, we don't know how many subscribers they have, but we do know that they're already monetized. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're looking for. They've been a great support to Tuberchad for a long time. And Micro Alpaca, hopefully you're doing okay meeting new friends and family members here in the chat. If you haven't had a chance yet, I hope you'll read our video description. It just shows you how you can meet lots of friends and family members here. And Mariska Van Bundren says also, just say pizza if you want attention. Yes, for some reason, for all the things I miss in the chat when I fall behind, I noticed that word. And then I'm going to get some names on the wheel here. There you go, pizza with pineapples. Is that, should we start the war right now on whether pineapples belong on pizza or not? I know that's a popular war on the internet. In Canada, we call Hawaiian pizza any pizza that's got pineapple and bacon. I did say we were going to get our moderators, but I'm going to wait another moment here. Who have we not seen? Free Unbiased News is already there. Sergeant Life is still on the wheel. V3 Views is coming up. 4V Chuckles. Georgia Bulldogs, who must be excited because it's Super Bowl Sunday. That's why we did Tuberchad at the time we did today. So you got lots of time to organize, get snacks ready, and all the good stuff that you need before we get to Super Bowl time in a few hours. And we'll get Mum Joy on here, and then we'll spin. Let's spin right now. The Fishing Hole, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Of course, we looked at that channel earlier. That's the second channel from Corinne's Life, where you're able to meet friends and family members the same way that we do here on Tuberchad. So I hope everybody will connect with them, and they're an extremely generous creator as well. Helly K is coming up actually in a second. Here's Helly K right now. At the 155 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther and get them moving. They are about halfway on the road to 200, a little bit over actually. And so you notice here that they happen to have their subscriptions right out front on their front page here, but obviously they're public. And that's a great thing. I recommend to everybody to always make your subscriptions public. And the reason why is because when you're connecting with people the way that we are here, you will find that you're able to let people know that you've been to their channel and subscribed. They can go right into their subscriptions and see you there. Or in the other case, you can see yourself in their subscriptions, know when somebody's connected with you, and then it just makes it a little bit faster. And then Makeup Mom and Son is just reaching out, make sure they don't miss anybody. And Thrilla T, yes, happy Super Bowl Sunday. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. It's a very creative name. And thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate it greatly. Of course, it really does help. Hopefully everybody's always giving each other thumbs up. And then Ali Fat Cat, yes, so it's kind of, I don't really do a lot of reviewing. It's not like I critique the channels, but yes, Abby on the screen, and we have a look at your channel for a quick second. The fishing hole wanted to knock the stream boss out, so thank you very much again for another super chat. We've already seen that channel, of course, but again, that's another channel that allows people to connect in the same way that we do here. Pardon me for that. Let's spin. We got to get another channel up here. Chuckles is coming up right now. No, Ali Fat Cat, absolutely. Nobody needs to super chat or become a member for anything on Tuberchad. I don't hold anything back from anybody. The way that the wheel works, if you don't mind, just please have a look at our video description. I've looked at your channel and it looks real. Yeah, I see. And then, pardon me while I'm just addressing that for a quick second. Oh, why did I not? I'm on the wrong channel. How did that happen? Why is it coming through as... I'm refreshing my pages here, and my computer's just lagging while we're doing this. 4V Chuckles has exactly 100 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther so that they can keep that locked in. We don't want to see them dip if YouTube does another purge like they seem to love to do every few days. And then forgive me, Ali Fat Cat, I accidentally messaged you with my personal account there. I was refreshing pages. But if you can, just have a look. The way that the wheel works here and how I put channels on the screen, I've got this list here. Robot is in the chat called Botissimo. Keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. So it's not just about how long you're here, but how much you interact with other creators, because the object here is to be growing your channel, of course. And then after a while, when I need names for the wheel, when I work it down a little bit, then I reach over to the list and I grab people in order based on, like I said, how long and how active they've been here. And then Will and Tia is reaching out to anybody they've missed. So 4V Chuckles, we want to push this channel a little bit farther. They've got some great looking content here, obviously, and hopefully we can push them well beyond. I'd love to see them get to 110 so that if they happen to lose a few subscribers in the next few days, we don't see them dip below that 100. We all know what it's like to hit a milestone of some sort, so we want to do everything we can to support other channels to make sure that that sticks. I'm going to do something here, actually, even though I'm already subscribed. Now, you'll notice when I put channels on the screen here at Tuberchad, I'm always subscribed. So Tuberchad loses subscribers just like every other channel does, but nobody ever loses Tuberchad. It's like 1 in 1,000 that ever loses a subscription, because I use 10-minute videos. I leave extremely long comments of 3 or 4 sentences, usually no emojis, and then do extra things like this where possible. Like, glad to have found your channel. Looking forward to all you have to offer. forward to all you have to offer here. Keep up the good work. Hopefully you do a better job than I do when you leave comments. Something more meaningful and not so generic, but I'm just racing my way through it, of course. But that's the kind of thing we can do for any channel under 1,000 subscribers to make sure that we get everything we can done for them so that we lower the risk. And then Mumjoy is coming up right now. So Ali Fat Cat, here in Tuberchad, we actually do things a little bit opposite of what you might have seen in other live streams. The object here is that you reach out to other creators and subscribe to them, watch their video, give them a comment and a like, subscribe, and give them a notification bell, and then come back, let them know you've done that, and then they will do the same thing for you. So the object here is that you'll meet lots of new friends and family members who will be loyal and dedicated supporters to your channel, so they will see your new video, and every time you put a video out, they will as well. Your wife is struggling with leaving comments, Thrill Seeks. I wonder exactly what you mean by that, if I might have any kind of an idea of how I can help or advice. And then yeah, other than that, looks like everybody's doing okay. Thank you, Peaceful Therapy, for your kind words. Hopefully you're meeting lots of friends and family members as well. Oh, and thank you, EC Emily, for the thumbs up. I absolutely do appreciate it. Yeah, so Ali Fat Cat, that's it. So there'll be lots of people who here will... what we're expecting is not just to... you know, subscribe to your channel, but to stay and support you, not over the coming days, but weeks, months, and eventually years. And this is where the strong, solid foundation for your channel comes from. So the idea is every time you put out a video, you'll get views and comments and likes. Nobody here is worried about what everybody else niche is and stuff like that. We're happy to see creative content from creators who are really, you know, working on their channels. So you'll find lots of people here that otherwise may have never found your channel, and they will become eventually supporters, possibly even friends. And you'll get lots and lots of support from people you meet here in the community. As I tell stories about the channels I put on the screen and that come through the chat, you'll get an idea of the kind of loyal and dedicated supporters we have in our community. And then Protect Sports, hopefully you're doing well. Meeting new friends and family members. And Peaceful Therapy, thank you again. So hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. Mariska Van Bunderen is willing to swap playlists, of course. Mumjoy, we're unsure how many subscribers they have right this second, but that's okay. We just want the next milestone that they're looking for. They've been back with Tuberchad again and again. We're going to look at Sergeant Life now. I'm not sure if they're still with us. I'll put the channel up anyway in another second, and then we will have a look. So this is Sergeant Life right here. This is another channel that's previously been featured on Tuberchad, of course. They were here right from the beginning of the live stream, but it's been quite a long time now. We've been on for well over an hour, so I gotta check if they're still here. But with 140 subscribers, I'm sure we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 150. They will be halfway on that road to 200. And Will and Tia, you're right, Brown Girl Bella is amazing. She's a very much loved and well-respected creator, both in the small YouTuber community at large and here with Tuberchad as well. I hope everybody will rally around creators like Brown Girl Bella. You know, she's a very strong creator, a strong personality who has a lot of influence and has a very much loyal and dedicated community of supporters around her channel as well. Reading and retail, yeah, hopefully everybody is doing great today. Hopefully you are too. Okay, thank you so much, Will and Tia. Hopefully we'll see you again very, very soon. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. and tomorrow will be 2 hours later than today. So right around the time we end today will be about around the time we start tomorrow. Free unbiased news with 26 subscribers. We want to push this channel a little bit harder than we do with a lot. The reason why is because whenever we see a brand new channel or somebody with under 100 subscribers, we know that YouTube is really hammering them with the purging and the glitching that's been going on for a long time. They seem to lose almost as many as they gain most days. So we got to do everything we can to support these channels. My recommendation is to take any of these videos are fine to connect with, but take at least a second video, add it into your watch later list. Maybe even in the case of a channel like this, you take 3 or 4 videos, add them into your watch later list. Really let YouTube know that you intended on connecting with this channel. As well, if you leave a comment on the discussion tab of any channel with under 1,000 subscribers, you're letting the YouTube algorithm know that you absolutely intended to connect with them. We have to do everything we can for other creators while we're connecting them these days. Yeah, 2 pineapples is keeping the music going for us. Yeah, and other than that, everybody is seems to be doing okay. So let's think about spinning again. Free unbiased news. I keep going on about it, but they did do this one video in particular that I wanted to see, which was talking about the stock market volatility from last week and why the particular brokerage Robinhood was going through a little bit of a squirrely situation there. But I learned from this channel a couple of different things, as a matter of fact, from that video, so I was grateful to have seen it. MSK Family Vlogs is coming up. This is another creator that was previously featured on Tuberchad, and they are a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, of course, who's with us all the time. They've got their 1,000 subscribers locked in, but we want to push them a little bit farther. They're on the road to 1,100, and we will likely see this channel monetized sooner than later. I am going to... Oh, the fishing hole. Yes, you did take over as the stream boss. There you go. I wondered about that earlier. I know you've been here for a while. I hope I welcomed you a long time ago when you came in. I certainly don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. I tend to fall behind. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant specifically for me to see, just please mention it again. Hopefully I'll catch it the next time around. If anybody has the ability to share the stream community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. And then as well, if you haven't already given a thumbs up, it really does help the stream. I'll appreciate it greatly. If you're on a phone, I know you got to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second. And like I said, I'll absolutely appreciate it because it does help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And let's see what we're going to do about adding more names to the wheel. Yeah, Georgia Bulldog's already on the wheel. Oh, our moderators haven't been up yet. I can't spell. Kristen Welton is in the chat as a member and a moderator. And we already saw from Corinne's Life and the fishing hole. Northern Mustang, yes, you did make it every day so far. Tomorrow's going to be 2 hours later than today, but thank you. It's a pleasure having you in the chat. And then, Ali Fat Cat is on a phone. It seems that I think the algorithm tells me that 60 to 70% of creators that come here to Tuberchad are on a phone. So I know it's a little bit more difficult, more time consuming, but what we're doing is, you know, connecting with creators. So like in the case of Scratch and Pete here, Scratch and Pete PA, what we might want to do is you head to his channel, pick one video. All of his videos are over 3 minutes, I believe, right? So you can pick any video, watch that full video. Even this like 9 Money, he's got a 426 here from a month ago. That would be a good one to connect with. And you watch that video in full, leave a meaningful, genuine comment so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filter. And then as well, give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, come back, let them know that you've done that. And then they will do the same for you. But in doing that, when you're on a phone, of course, you got to leave go and do that stuff and then come back into the chat here, but that's okay. That's absolutely what we're supposed to be doing. So for anybody on a phone, don't be afraid to leave the chat to go out to visit other creators and then come back. The only thing is you want to scan back through the chat. Usually on a live stream or a premiere, you can see about 10 to 15 minutes worth of chat behind you, just to see if anybody happens to have mentioned you when you come back. That's the other reason why I mentioned to people that, to everybody when we're connecting, that you want to start a conversation with somebody first to make sure that they know you're going to connect with them, because with people coming in and out so much, it's possible for somebody not to catch your messages. So you mentioned to them that you're connecting and you feel like you're being ignored, but that's not the case at all. It's just that they didn't happen to be there right when you saw it. And there you go, Georgia Bulldogs, only a few hours left to the Super Bowl. And very good. So I'm glad Ali Fat Cat is meeting new friends and family members as well. Hopefully everybody in the chat is feeling welcome. And Nightbot should be dropping the links for our gold members every 30 minutes or so. I hope you'll support them. One of the things I say all the time is by supporting our members and super chatters, you're supporting Tuberchad as well. Scratch and Peek PA going on his channel now, comes out every Tuesday. Sometimes he releases, sometimes he premieres, but you can catch it every Tuesday. And if you follow Located Moderator on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, you have a chance to vote on the content of the next video that will be coming up. So it's a really unique idea and something I think is fun, and I see that he's having a bit of success with that already. Calming Mind Meditations, good to see you in the house. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up, and hopefully we're going to see Scratch and Peek PA hit about 280 subscribers within the next day or two and get a little bit closer to the 300 that we want to see for them. V3 Views is coming up now. This might be a new connection for Tuberchad. We're already subscribed. Yeah, I wonder, did you happen to change your name? Or has it been just a little while since you've been here? I usually put notification bell on for all creators unless I miss that. But this is a kind of a cool looking video here. The key to staying motivated during the global pandemic. Absolutely. I think everybody needs some positivity these days, and starting to get comfortable. Very good, Ali Fat Cat. It's great to have you here, and then hopefully over a little bit of time you'll you know, feel right at home with everybody here in Tuberchat. And like I said, we stream 4 times a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. You'll find that about 2/3 to 3/4 of the creators you meet here in Tuberchat have been here before, and then somewhere around 20 to 25% are newcomers to Tuberchat for the first time. And then other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. If you've mentioned anything that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again, and I'll be happy to try to catch it the next time around. Thank you to Two Pineapples for keeping the music going. You know, they actually have music going on their live streams all the time. So whether you catch them with their active volcano content, which they're doing a lot lately, like almost 24 hours a day, or if you catch them doing other live streams, they've got music going and stuff like that. So it's always a good time hanging out with them, but they're a dynamic couple of creators as well. So hopefully V3 Views, everybody will rally around this channel. We'll push them a little bit farther on their road to the first 100. I'm going to leave a message for them, even though we're already subscribed, on your discussion tab, because I want to really drill this home for everybody as well. Tina Talk Show, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Glad to have found your channel. Oh my goodness, I can't type. And hopefully, like I keep saying, you'll do a better job than I do when you leave comments for everybody. I tend to leave a lot of generic stuff, you know, keep up the good work and hope to see more from you and stuff like that. And I don't mean to be so generic. It's just that, you know, now I'm following thousands of creators. I tend to race through things as fast as I can. But when you're connecting with people. You want to leave meaningful, genuine comments so that they stick. The reason why Tuberchad does so well for always being subscribed to channels, you see every channel I put up I'm subscribed to unless it's their first time here. But the reason why is because I typically use 10-minute videos to connect with creators and often go back as often as I can for you know, other content and stuff like that. But my initial contact is always with something at least 3 minutes if it's outside of Tuberchad, and 10 minutes or more if it's in Tuberchad. So Mariska Van Bunderen with over 2,300 subscribers. She's doing fantastic. She's already monetized, which actually just happened. But hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. She allows people to connect in her live streams the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. And as well, she swaps playlists with creators even though she's monetized, and as well she does the featured channels collaboration, which I keep talking about. So when you feature channels on your front page the way she has here, you are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that your channel's worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the kind of impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. If you have featured Tuberchat or my personal channel on your front page, just please make sure that I know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. It's time for me to get some more channels onto the wheel, which I'll do in a moment. We're going to look at Happy Lux, my dear friend from Germany right now. This is another channel where you're able to meet friends and family members the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. And his live stream is a little bit different, much different as a matter of fact. He's got music playing, a video game going, and everybody's able to interact in the chat. It's kind of like a party over there with 13,700 subscribers or so. We are pushing this channel on the road to 13.8. He's soon going to have 14,000 subscribers. So you can bet that there's much to be learned from this creator, as well as entertained by and inspired by. So Happy Jur is the second channel from this creator, also over 1,000 subscribers and monetized at about 1420 or so. Hopefully everybody will rally around this channel as well. This is where he has a little bit more fun and kind of does a lot of gaming videos and things like that. A lot of variety, but you can follow this creator on both channels. Declan Fans 2020, good to see you here. A watch party for the Super Bowl. Very, very cool. very cool stuff to know that you're pushing for Tuberchad. Sergeant Life, I'm glad that you're here. We looked at your channel earlier. I wasn't sure if you were still with us, and this is what I mean about going in and out of the chat like we're supposed to do. Oh, 4V Chuckles, got a lot of work to do on your channel. That's okay. I'm sure take things one step at a time, and you'll be pleased a little while from now. Oh, Protect Sports is reaching out to swap playlists as well. And Angel Light Over Darkness 33 likes Happy Lux as well. I meant to get some channels on the wheel. I will in a second. We're going to look at Thrill Seeks right now. And this is a channel, you know, I was talking about this. We were talking offline, like on Instagram. And I was saying, you know, the footage that is involved in these videos is fun to watch, right? So not everybody likes roller coasters. And it's not just 100% roller coasters, but let's just say not everybody likes roller coasters, right? However, almost everybody enjoys watching people on roller coasters, you know, or, you know, whether you're watching other people have fun or whether you're having the fun yourself, it brings back memories, for me at least, when I watch some of this footage, when I think about the theme parks that I've been lucky enough to go to. I have a huge one in my area called Canada's Wonderland, and, you know, I've been able to, I actually worked there for a couple of summers, and I used to spend a lot of time there as a teenager, and I've been many times, but it's always fun to see that kind of thing, you know? So whether I'm right or not, I'm not sure, but this is engaging content. I expect big things from Thrill Seeks over the next long while. And thank you, Declan Fans 2020. Hopefully everybody is doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Otherwise, I did say I was going to get some more names on the wheel, so let's get that happening. Is Hilda DC still with us? I think they said they were going to charge their phone. So Hilda DC, just let me know if you're still here. Reading in retail. It's coming up. I'm going to have to refresh my page. Peaceful Therapy's been with us for a while. I'm just going to go through here and I'm waiting for my list. Jesse Miller, unboxings and more. And Tina Talk Show. And then I'll add some more names in another few moments here. Let's spin. Yeah, Reading in Retail, I've just put you on. Georgia Bulldogs coming up now. It took a little while for that to come around. Georgia Bulldogs is a creator that's been with Tuberchad probably from the beginning. Very, very close to it. So we are on episode number 152 today. And that just, you know, says a lot about the loyalty and dedication of this particular creator to be with us for so long. Georgia Bulldog is such an unbelievably popular name, so you gotta either use quotes or try the filter to make sure you're looking for channels. Match up this avatar to make sure you've got the right channel while you're connecting with them. With 263 subscribers, we're hoping to push this channel a little bit farther. Gaming, cooking, and more is the theme of their channel. We'd love to see them get a little bit closer on that road to 300. And oh, Georgia Bulldogs, you're afraid of roller coasters and heights, but you like watching other people ride them. I don't like them as much as I did when I was a kid. I don't go on like the big, fast, you know, behemoth type ones. We actually have one called Behemoth. I don't do those anymore. The last time I did, I got off the roller coaster and I said I shouldn't have done that. But I do still enjoy some of the simple ones, and I don't like the wooden ones. I only like them if they're on rails. I do like things that are a little bit unique, like the hanging ones or the ones where you stand up and stuff like that. And you know, our theme park, Canada's Wonderland, is supposed to open in May. They're expecting to. If they do, I will make sure to get out there and do some you know, outdoor live streaming. We'll have a look around that park, but we can't know for sure right now because our area is in full lockdown, so it's an optimistic thought at best right now. Tiffany Wears T-shirts. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. There's a lot of creative, a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. Ms. B-Town Hester is in the house with their original channel. Thank you for coming in. And is there anyone under 100? The Cheetah and I will make a house call. That, you know, that's a really generous thought. Thank you for that. Have Cheetah will view is saying specifically for any creators under 100 subscribers, they will specifically come and give your channel some extra love to make sure that their stuff sticks. And then oh, Tiffany Wears T-shirts. Roller coasters where you lay down are awesome. I haven't quite done that. We went for a trip. Kristen, my love, is coming up right now. We went for a trip to a place we call Blue Mountain in Ontario, Canada, where we are. And they have a lot of activity there. So they have a roller coaster type thing where you sit. And I'm trying to think, because you sit in it the way you would sit in a canoe or something like that. And you travel. But they're individual cars. And it goes all down a mountain. So it's got brakes on it. You control your own speed, little bumpers in case you want to hit the person in front of you and stuff like that. Oh, wow. Northern Mustangz is saying the stand-up from Canada's Wonderland was sold to a park in Italy. I had wondered. See, I hadn't been on that in a long, long time, and I don't remember the last time I was there. I used to love that thing. Your head used to smash against the cushions on the sides, but I used to really enjoy going on that one. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they could sell them. I didn't know that they could move roller coasters. I always figured, not that I ever really maybe thought about it, but you know, you build it where it is, and then if it's scrap, it's scrap. But I guess they can. That's interesting. We used to get mad at our, well, I used to get mad at our theme park because Paramount bought it once, the movie company. And for, I think it was 10 years or something, they never put a roller coaster in. They kept putting in these other rides that just had to do with movies and stuff, and it was all just internal promotion. And I heard that they bought it because they wanted to film there. So there's probably a lot of movies out there that are filmed at our theme park. But they sold it again. I think Six Flags had it for a while, and I don't know who's got it now. But they started putting roller coasters in again, so we got like 2 or 3 big roller coasters, which is, and that they're modern and everything else, which is cool. Anyway, hopefully everybody is doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. This is my love, Kristen Welton. She's in the chat as a member and a moderator. With over 1,200 subscribers, she's doing just fine, having some success with shorts. She's got a lot of variety on her channel, but she's still willing to swap playlists, even though she's monetized, as well as she does the featured channels collaboration. So hopefully you'll reach out to her for those reasons. Tiffany Wears T-shirts, thank you so much for your super chat. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up next, but thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. And oh, did Jesse Miller unboxings and more just go? That's unfortunate. I'll run through that channel quickly when it's time. Michael's Adventures is coming up right now with a new avatar. And a new banner, as a matter of fact, recently, which is very, very cool. There's lots of creators here in the chat that will always be willing to help others when it comes to banners and thumbnails and things like that, and avatars and stuff. So I tend to do tutorials once in a while. I usually do it on my personal channel where I will show people like how you can do thumbnails, banner, and stuff like that for free. But there's also a lot of creators in our community that are willing to help each other. So I kind of leave that open for anybody that, you know, if anybody wants to specifically say, hey, can anybody help with a banner? Or if anybody does that, you can simply say, like, I know Corinne's Life does. I'm not sure who else specifically. There are lots of creators who are willing to help each other here. Simplistic Motivation, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Seif, good to have you in the house as well. Did we see a new channel come in that this? Yes, that's okay. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. There's a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Solaria Perryman is in the house. That is our very dear friend, Eating with Miss P. She actually has 3 channels, and she is a published author. There's a lot to be inspired by and learn from that creator, but she's in the chat now with Solaria Perryman, which is the next channel that she's going to be working towards monetization with. So I hope everybody will rally around this channel. We, like I said, know it as Eating with Miss P, and she's been a very generous and loyal and dedicated supporter of Tuberchad for a long time. Previously featured, of course. For that reason, I'm going to get your channel onto the wheel. She is a member with another one of her channels. And then Tiffany Wears T-shirts. Thank you again for another super chat. Michael's Adventures is in our chat as a moderator. He's been with Tuberchad for a long, long time. Has been previously featured, of course, but shows generosity, unlike most other creators, in the way that he does the featured channels collaboration that we see here. He is willing to swap playlists with people at all times, and very much gives much more than he expects to receive. And for that reason, I always have great things to say about Michael's Adventures. I hope everybody will rally around them if you haven't already connected to them. Tiffany Wears T-shirts, thank you so much for those super chats. You're a new connection for Tuberchad. Now, I do not subscribe or watch videos while I live stream, so I'm going to take this recent video of yours, this 12-minute one, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I will watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give give you a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll turn your notification bell on like I do for all creators. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchad now and you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And let's spin. We'll get another channel up here, and I should get another clip happening before we move too much farther. Reading and Retail is going to be coming up next. That was Eating with Miss P. That is the other channel that we know so very well from Solaria Perryman, who is in the chat with us right now. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned anything specifically that you meant for me to see, whether it's a question or a comment, just please mention it again. I'll appreciate your patience. I tend to fall behind, and I'll try to catch it the next time around. Thank you one more time for those super chats. Tiffany wears t-shirts. So, Reading and Retail is up now. This is another generous creator. They do the featured channels collaboration that I keep talking about, and they've got their 1,000 subscribers locked in, but I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther because we want to make sure they stay above that marker, and they're officially on the road to 1,100. I'm going to get another couple of channels on the wheel here. Let me see who's still with us. Calming Mind Meditations has not been on yet. Ali Fat Cat will be coming up. If you want to see a channel with perseverance, I'm going to show you when we pull up Calming Mind Meditations. Ms. B-Town Hester is actually a member with their other channel. So we'll have a look at that. If I could spell right. And Simplistic Motivation. And let's spin and we'll see what's happening here. We've been on for almost 2 hours, so we're good. Makeup Mom and Son is just making sure they haven't missed anybody. Make sure, you know, everybody is here to connect. So absolutely reach out to anybody at all in the chat that you haven't already connected to. This B-Town Hester is actually, they've got 2 channels. So they're a member with their other channel. With 2,200 subscribers, this channel you haven't been in for a while. I'm going to put your notification bell on. I put that on for all creators now. And hopefully everybody will connect with them. 2,200 subscribers, so they're actually doing fantastically. And then, like I said, they've got an extra channel. So let's just look at that as well. And we'll give a little feature to both of these. So here's Ms. B-Town Hester 2.0. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. This one here has 274 subscribers, so we want to push them a little bit farther on their road to 300. We might be able to get them even as high as, you know, 275 won't be tough today, but maybe even 280. And 2 Pineapples has still got the music going for us. Tiffany Wears T-shirts, thank you so much. I appreciate your very generous super chats. And it's always my pleasure to be doing what we're doing here on Tuberchad. I love this stuff, and it's very rewarding when I am out visiting other creators, whether it's in live streams or commenting on videos and this and that, and I see people who I know have met within the Tuberchad community out supporting each other. Everybody's channels are growing. It seems we're in a different creators monetization celebration every single week, and it's wonderful to see that kind of stuff. So it's true that we can all thrive together, so we continue And I appreciate what everybody's doing here in the community as well, as far as being loyal and dedicated subscribers to one another. I appreciate every moment everybody spends here in Tuberchad. You know, with 38 million channels to choose from and a billion other things you could be doing, you know, especially as we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every minute everybody spends here with Tuberchad. So there's Eating with Miss P right there. You see, we see that channel all the time. That's from the clip that I just played. But that channel is run by Solaria Perryman. She's a published author and somebody who always spreads positivity, optimism, generosity, even outside of the YouTube community. I've been connected to her for a long, long time. I think since long before Tuberchad existed. So it's probably getting on a year now. But she is a very much loved and well-respected member of the small YouTuber community at large, as well as here in the Tuberchad community. Taylor Rochester, good to have you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And with 172 subscribers, I'm hoping we can get this channel working for her a little bit farther. We might even be able to get her to 175 today, maybe even 180, and a little bit closer on her road to 200. I'm spinning a little bit faster now. Moving through channels. We've been on for almost 2 hours. And hopefully everybody is doing okay meeting new friends and family members. We're going to look at Ali Fat Cat. This is a new channel for Tuberchat today. They've been with us for most of today's live stream. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that greatly, of course. Aaron Hockey, good to see you in the house. With 130 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther as well and give them a wonderful, warm welcome from the Tuberchat community. Now, I've got to look for a video that's appropriate to connect with here because we know that connecting on videos shorter than 3 minutes runs the risk of losing the connection. So I see one here. There's one here called Fortnite's Kinda Dying, and that's a video that's 3 minutes long, so we can connect with that. I'm just going to look and see if they've got anything even longer, because you know I usually look for something around 10 minutes. So they've got a 14-minute one here. Watch this if you're stuck in Fortnite. So I'm going to add that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I will watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up, of course, subscribe, and I'll turn your notification bell on like I do for all creators. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat now and you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So we'll be connected after this. I do see this vinyl record that's got me going squirrely over here. I'm a big fan of vinyl records. I used to be a DJ, so I still have all my records, and we've got quite a bit in the house, and my girlfriend and her daughter both have some as well. One more moderator that I should have put on the wheel already is Kira Walton, which I will put in a moment. Simplistic Motivation is a new connection for Tuberchat. You don't want all your your comments to be awesome and wonderful, just want advice. Yeah, that makes sense. I think what you'll find here from the Tuberchat community is a lot of positivity, optimism, motivation. You know what I mean? Because everybody needs that at some point. So, you know, keep up the good work and keep doing what you're doing and, you know, that kind of stuff, right? But a lot of people will probably, I'm just guessing, might be afraid to critique, right? Because especially when we're dealing with text over the computer, there's no tone of voice. So when you hear me talk, you know, or a host of a live stream and stuff like that, or somebody in a video, there's at least a tone of voice to go along with the sentences they use, but it can be dangerous when you say something to somebody. Even I've had people, like when I first started in the small YouTuber community, I started going into live streams and I would get timed out by people, and I had, you know, a couple people even get mad and this and that, and it's just because it's text, there's no tone of voice behind it. So anyway, it is what it is. But hopefully you will yeah, get some more. As you get to know more creators and as you gain some friends, you will, like more friends, you will be able to ask people's honest opinion about some of the stuff that you see. And Aaron Hockey thinks CDs are better than vinyl. Absolutely. That's a battle that can be, that's been fought for, what is it, 50 years now or something? Well, I guess CDs haven't been around that long, but 30 or 40 years. And it's a funny argument because I don't know if anybody ever changes their mind. If you tell somebody that CDs versus vinyl is better, it's like photographers. They fight over digital versus film. Personally, I don't think it matters, but luckily I'm not a photographer, so it doesn't matter. Simplistic Motivation with 2,340 or so subscribers. We'd love to push this channel a little bit farther and give them a warm welcome here in the Tuberchad community as well. They've got some videos, plenty that are over 3 minutes here that we can connect with, but you know that I am going to look for a 10-minute video if I can find one. I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take one of your videos, hopefully a very long one here. Maybe I'll take two. I'll take this 8-minute one and this 5-minute one, and I've added those into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I will watch your videos both in full. I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment on at least one of them. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators, and then hopefully you'll subscribe to Tuberchad as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Gibromations, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Ali Fat Cat says they don't get insulted if somebody tells you to change something. You change it and the video or channel just improves. It's a great mindset to have. So if you can be open-minded about it and take it as constructive criticism as opposed to an insult or anything like that, then that's great. And then, yeah, see, even, so I'm noticing Calming Mind Meditations is talking to Kristen Welton. Yeah, some days I need more motivation than others, so I'm glad this community is so supportive. Everybody needs it at some time. Even, you know, you hear me all the time here on Tuberchad, and, you know, I probably sound confident and motivated and excited, and I pretty much always am, but it's because of the support system that surrounds me, right? I'm happy to have a great, you know, family that's tight and stuff like that. That matters. But here on YouTube, I also have, you know, people who I consider friends now, people who I consider family, absolutely, who are so unbelievably supportive. If, you know, it's nice to know that if you were to disappear for even a few days, people would start reaching out and, you know, ask you how you are and how you're doing, and you hear the motivating things that people say on your videos and the constructive criticism that sometimes you can get from people and stuff like that because they're actually interested in your success. And it's great to have that. So Van Collins, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team is in the house. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More may have gone. I'm going to have to look. I thought I saw Kristen saying goodbye to her, or goodbye to them. I'm going to put this notification bell on. They must have been here before, and it's just been a little while. So, Jesse Miller Unboxings and More with 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. And I will move on quickly because I think that I'm 99% sure that they actually left. And I will add some more names to the wheel in a moment. But I'm going to start moving a lot faster now because we've been on for about 2 hours. Unmasked Lifestyle still in the house. Don't forget that that's the channel. We're talking about having a 1,000 subscriber giveaway next Saturday. And once we get that video scheduled, I will make super chat and keep everybody apprised in time so we can rally around them. And then as well, hopefully everybody has subscribed to our featured channels. For the weekend, we feature a different channel every single day here on Tuberchad based on generosity and influence that I see in the community, so that you can connect with them on all social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit. Oh, Brendan Sparks. I'm not sure if I know that channel, Ali Fat Cat, but thanks for mentioning it. I wonder if anybody does. Oh, and then Jesse is how you found Tuberchad. So thank you very much. Tiffany wears t-shirts. At least we got a chance to look at this channel. I just tend to move on a little bit quickly if people have come and gone, just so that we can get to channels that are in the chat, so that we can answer questions if there are any, or mention anything if something comes up on a particular channel, which can occasionally. Now, Peaceful Therapy has a very popular couple of words in their name, so we want to make sure we've got the right channel here while we're connecting with them. So I noticed that I can match up the avatar, and they're the first one that comes up when I put quotes around their name. So you just want to double check while you're looking for this channel that you're connecting with the right one. It would be unfortunate if you're connecting with the wrong channel, wondering why you didn't get them back, right? So, and I'm sure that that actually happens too. So with 53 subscribers, we know that this channel has less than 100, and the YouTube algorithm and the purging and glitching that's been going on for the last few months is always hardest on channels under 100. So we want to do everything we can to support a channel like this. I'm going to get into their videos in a minute, but you can also leave a message on the discussion tab of any channel under 1,000 subscribers, and that will help. If I could spell it all today. My goodness. And this will just give the algorithm, you know, an extra push to know that you absolutely meant to subscribe to this channel. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take this video right here, Yoga Music for Beginners, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I will watch your video in full. I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this yoga music video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators, and hopefully you'll subscribe and turn on our notification as well, so that you don't miss our further live streams. D-Gaming TV, I'm just going to have a quick look at your channel anyway, but thank you for the time that you've spent. Hopefully we'll see you again. And oh my goodness, who just left? Somebody just left. I wanted to... Okay, thank you, Georgia Bulldogs. And have Cheetah will view. Thank you so much for the time that you spent. Let's spin. Oh, Peaceful Therapy, I didn't take you off the wheel, so you got it twice. Get an extra few seconds there. And let's spin, and we'll see who's coming up. Tina Talk Show is going to be the next channel that we're going to look at. Tina Talk Show has about 1,080 or so subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. They are on the road to 1,100, and they're getting really close. So it would be great if we can rally around them and push them that little bit farther. They were with us in the chat earlier, and thank you to Two Pineapples for keeping the music going. Makeup Mom and Son is still reaching out. And then thank you, Tiffany Wears T-shirts. The best success here in Tuberchad is always found in making the first move, so connecting with others and then them getting back to you. But you may be able to have a few people that you can connect with afterwards if you notice that they come too. And then D-Gaming TV, we don't do a lot of self-promotion here. So self-promotion can be considered against the YouTube community guidelines. So we never ask people like, come to my house, watch my videos, support me please. And certainly not, we don't say subscribe and stuff like that. That's okay though. The best success is found in supporting others. They will return that support to you, and then they'll be... Hopefully everybody has. Let's spin, and we'll get another channel up here. Add a couple of names in a moment. Tina Talk Show, my pleasure having your channel up. And Ali Fat Cat, thank you for the kind words. Here's Kira Welton. This is Kristen Welton's daughter, my BFF forever. She's always in the chat as a moderator. And she's got her own channel doing her own thing with 343 subscribers. She's slipped a little bit with producing content just due to the school year, you know, keeping everybody busy and this and that. But hopefully we'll get her producing content or live streaming again regularly. She's got a lot of variety on her channel, including some lifestyle videos, some video game live streaming, and a few unboxings and stuff like that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy those as well when you get there. And then it looks like we might be buffering, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do about that if it happens, so I have to just push on. This is the thing when you're in a live stream, and for those of you who do live stream or are thinking about it, if the time comes up that people are telling you that you're buffering, you still have to continue on anyway. So it's almost better to act as if it's not happening, because you never know if everybody's buffering or if it's people just in an area and this and that. So in the area that I live in, it's not really like Toronto, a world-class city where we have like the very best internet that you can get in the world, you know, or like among the world-class internet connections, right? But I'm right outside, so we have probably the second best. And you know, ours is pumped up and I'm plugged in, not using Wi-Fi, so that will help, hopefully. But that's as much as you can do. You can do everything you can to try to make sure you've got a solid connection. I reset my internet every day before I live stream just to make sure. But if you're live streaming, you have to just continue on anyway, because like I said, you never know. If you're watching this and you don't have a channel, yeah, Ali Fat Cat, so the funny thing is the algorithm tells me that probably half of the people who actually come to a Tuberchad live stream in a day don't even come into the chat. So if people find it, you know, on if it gets recommended to people who wouldn't necessarily be into it, or people without channels and stuff like that, they might, you know, just go right away. So everybody here has a channel, but I have a look at every channel that comes through, or the moderators do, to make sure that anybody here has, let's say, real channels, or you know, is a creator, not just a supporter, because I can't give value to anybody if they're just a supporter and not a creator. I would love to, but that's just not what Tuberchad is about, right? So I'd rather somebody be enjoying their time on YouTube than spending time doing something that they wouldn't enjoy. Not to mention, I have to make sure that everybody here knows that they're getting the value that they need, that we have the most loyal and dedicated supporters, because it doesn't seem like it maybe from the way that I talk, but our rules and our guidelines and the things that you cannot say in the chat and stuff like that are very, very strict. And the reason why is because, first of all, I want you to be able to have an easier time when you're out in other live streams connecting with people. So by being very, very, very strict here, you'll have an easier time everywhere else, because you won't do the things that a lot of hosts and moderators don't want to see happen. And I don't know if that even makes sense. But then the other thing is, some people won't even put up with the way that we do things here at Tuberchad. They, you know, they want to do much faster connections. They're only worried about subscriber numbers and stuff like that, which is fine. Everybody's got to make the right decisions for their own channels. But you can bet that when you're here, you'll likely find almost everybody that you connect with will be a loyal and dedicated supporter over the long term, especially by the stories, like I said, that you hear me tell about the channels that come through the chat and go on the screen. Tanisha Rawls, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. JetLife777, sorry, you've been here for a while and I did not get you onto the wheel right away. If I ever do that, don't be afraid to give me a nudge and just make sure that I don't forget or skip by anybody and things like that. I don't want to do that. And then the Red Devil, you're here because of Jesse and Miller unboxings and more. We actually have Tiffany Wears t-shirts came here from there as well. So the Red Devil, thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house and everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. And Tiffany Wears t-shirts, thank you again for another generous super chat. I absolutely do appreciate that. So Artfully Blind with Diana was featured yesterday, as a matter of fact. We feature a different channel every single day here on Tuberchad based on generosity and influence that I see within the community. Tiffany wears t-shirts. Thank you one more time for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. We already looked at that channel, so typically I only put a channel up once per stream. What I'll do today, though, because Tiffany wears t-shirts is just giving so much generosity through these super chats, I'll put your channel up as the last one that we look at before we leave today, which probably won't be too long from now. I'm guessing 15 minutes or so. But typically I only put channels up once no matter what. But I do appreciate your generosity. It's absolutely not necessary. Very much appreciated, of course. And like I said, I feature a different channel on Tuberchad every single day based on generosity or influence that I see within the community. So even when Tuberchad is not live streaming, you have over 100 opportunities to find creators who you know are generous, loyal, and dedicated. And we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. So hopefully everybody will connect with Artfully Blind with Diana. If you didn't get a chance yesterday, she was our featured channel. She came into the Tuberchad community blazing with generosity. She's actually been here before, but hadn't been around for maybe a couple of months or so, and then started coming back recently, and for that reason was featured yesterday. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Be kind to animals, says Tiffany wears t-shirts. Yes, absolutely. I wish our cats would come around here so that I could give them another cameo appearance. They haven't been on Tuberchat for a while. Kristen Welton has lots of videos of the cats now, and these are actually some of the short videos that are getting some traction. She's got one of the cats here has got 28,000 views on one video and 19 on another, or something like that. JetLife777 is a channel that came into Tuberchat, you know, blazing with generosity, like I keep talking about many different creators here. But people were immediately drawn to this channel, and I think, you know, my guess would be almost everybody likes to see a bit of travel and adventure. And so, you know, the thumbnails, obviously anything where you're going to see beautiful blue water like this is going to attract anybody. But JetLife777 is growing with 439 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even over 440, closer to 450, get them halfway on that road to 500. And yeah, thank you, the Red Devil. The best success here is found, in reaching out to other creators, supporting them first, watching their video, giving them a comment and a like, subscribing to them, putting on their bell notifications, and then letting them know you've done that so that they can do the same for you. Because you already came in and mentioned another channel that's already you know, been here with us, it probably helps, and a few more people will be willing to reach out to you. Often we find that creators here in Tuberchat that have been here before many times will not go to a brand new channel that they see until they see how you interact with everybody first, to make sure that they can make a judgment call for themselves as to whether you'll be genuine as a loyal and dedicated supporter before they'll connect with you. But anything's possible here. The McRae Kings are in the house. Thank you for coming in. We've got to get a few more channels on the wheel here. Relax and unwind. And thank you, V3 Views. Hopefully we will see you soon. Calming Mind Meditations is another channel that's been back with Tuberchat again and again. But like I keep saying, with channels that have less than 100 subscribers, they are getting hit the hardest when it comes to the algorithm and the purging and the glitching that's been going on. So we got to do everything we can to support these channels while they're here. Makeup Mom and Son is still in the chat. That's our featured channel from Friday. Hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't had a chance already. They came into the Tuberchat community blazing with generosity as well, and hopefully everybody will connect with them. Shellington Awesomeness, I don't think I've had you on the wheel yet today, have I? Northern Mustangz, did we? I don't think we looked at your channel yet today. and you've been here a while. Tanisha Rawls has been with Tuberchad again and again. The McRae Kings are dear friends of Tuberchad and have been with us for many months. The Red Devil's brand new, but we're going to have a look at that channel for sure. So let's spin, and before we finish today, we're going to have another look at Tiffany Wears T-shirts. Tanisha Rawls is coming up right now. There's another channel that's been back with Tuberchad again and again. Hopefully everybody will rally around them. Now, we don't know how many subscribers they have right this second, but it doesn't matter. We just want to push them a little bit farther towards the next milestone that they're looking for. Makeup Mom and Son, it's my pleasure. And Northern Mustangz, I certainly never mean to skip over anybody. If anybody in the chat at all notices that I make a mistake or forget something, please don't be afraid to give me a nudge, because I want to make sure that I get everything done as you know, everybody expects. Time with Tiffy, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. I'm going to move a little bit faster through channels now, because like I said, we've been on for over 2 hours. Tuberchat tends to last about 2.5 hours these days, most of the time. Sometimes we head out a little bit early if we're doing a raid or anything like that. And then the Red Devil. So typically we don't do a lot of self-promotion here. But it's okay for right now, because you just came in. It's interesting for everybody to know what your channel is about. But what you'll find here is people will be willing to connect with you and subscribe to your channel regardless of the niche. And then hopefully you're willing to subscribe to other channels of all kinds. The idea here is Tuberchad is just a meeting place. You know, I just talk for 2.5 hours while we, you know, enjoy the chat. But the idea is that you're just here to meet friends and family members, hopefully, for your channel that will support you over the long term. Not just the coming days, but hopefully weeks, months, and eventually maybe years. So that every time you come out with a video, you've got views, you've got comments, you've got likes, and you gain these friends that give your channel a solid and strong foundation, so that you know, every video that you do from here on and as you keep growing gets launched farther and farther and farther, and eventually luck comes your way, combined with all the things you're going to learn and improve on your channel. And luck will take, if you want to call it that, luck will take a couple of your videos, make them fly, and we see it on channels over and over and over again. That's the hope. Alec Fatcat's got an interesting way of dealing with that as well. I follow, as you can imagine now with Tuberchat, thousands of channels between Tuberchat and my personal channel. I follow dumpster diving channels, lottery scratching channels, tarot reading channels, lots of travel, lots of gaming, lots and lots and lots of different stuff, lots of makeup tutorials, if you can imagine, which obviously isn't my thing, but it's because I've become more interested in the creators behind the channels, and I'm always fascinated to see how things are done, whether it's going to be something that I'm ever going to do myself or things that other people do. You know, this is why we have a lot of television stations and stuff like that where tutorials, people are interested in behind the scenes. That's always been a big part of movies and television shows and stuff. People want to see how things are done, how things are made. Northern Mustangz here has got a lot of interesting content. I'm looking forward to getting to know this channel better. You know, and I'm not a car guy. I'm not like into cars and stuff like that, but I'm fascinated to see. As a matter of fact, I have a niece that is taking auto body in college right now. She will very much be interested in cars and things like that, which now makes me that much more interested to see things that I don't already know, because I can, you know, kind of look through her eyes and have a different interest, right? So I hope everybody's channels touch each other in some way like that, where you find, you know, even things you may have not otherwise found. because you're meeting people here in Tuberchad, which, like I said, is just a meeting place. You'll eventually find inspiration from each other in the different content that you find different creators making. Northern Mustangz has 126 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Great to see them it would be great to see them get 130 or so, a little bit closer on their road to 200. And that was quite a long speech. Can I do a smoky eye? Can I do a smoky eye? No, I have an idea of what that is, but I should be able to, you would think, from all the videos I've watched. I don't know how many of you know Bobby Loves Beauty, which is our featured channel for today, but that particular channel actually, one of the reasons, or well, the reason why I featured them is because when I went to their channel, and she does, you know, makeup tutorials among other things, but when she does that, I went into a live stream where she was doing makeup, and, you know, there's a lot of other people into makeup and stuff like that hanging out, as well as whatever, you know, other creators she has in her community. But I got one of the warmest, like, ever, you know, in my history on YouTube. And for that reason, like, I see what a loyal and dedicated audience is over there. And then Tuberchad gained friends and family members that day, and it was really wonderful. And for that reason, I wanted to make sure everybody got introduced to that channel. So that's our featured channel for today, Bobby Loves Beauty, for those of you who haven't already connected with them, and I hope that you will. You'll see a lot more of them here in our chats anyway. But that's an example. Right, and now we've got Makeup Mom and Son, and we've got Makeup with Jessica Vargas, and many other, you know, creators that that I might have not otherwise found if it wasn't for what we're doing here. Almost every channel, like, I follow thousands of subscribers, or thousands of creators now, and 99% of them have less than 10,000 subscribers, and I feel that I enjoy it a lot more than I did when I started on YouTube and was only following a handful of, you know, multi-million subscriber accounts. Here's Shell and Ton Awesomeness with 931 subscribers. They are well officially on the road towards that magical 1K. That is an important milestone for every creator on YouTube, and hopefully we can push them a little bit farther and get them maybe even to 935, towards 940. And I will spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Artfully Blind with Diana is in the chat right now. That's our featured channel from yesterday. And Makeup Mom and Son is our featured channel from Friday. Every day we feature a different channel on Tuberchad, and you can see those through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit. And that gives you over 100 opportunities to meet generous creators that are loyal and dedicated supporters, even when Tuberchad is not live streaming. Here's the McRae Kings. We've been connected to them for quite some time now as well. With 1,300 subscribers, I've got their notification bell on. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther as well. We might get them to 135 or maybe even a little bit farther. And then Two Pineapples. Yeah, we're getting really close to 100 thumbs up today. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate it greatly. Of course, I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn a chat off to do it, but it only takes a second and it really does help, so I'll appreciate it very, very much. Red Devil says, just a heads up, when you do make it to 1K, you'll feel very happy. Absolutely, yes. It can be an emotional moment for a lot of creators, as we've seen. And then thank you, Thrill Seeks, for the time that you've spent. And Red Devil says they've got a reputation for comedy too, so hopefully everybody will catch that. Blueberry Bat, thank you for coming in. I'm so sorry. I hope I caught you before you actually clicked off, but thank you for coming in. And then thank you, Mariska Van Bunderen, for the kind words. But the same goes for me, you know, if Tuberchat wasn't growing so well and thriving and everybody wasn't so you know, generous with their support, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing either, right? Tuberchat is growing. I'm grateful for that. My personal channel now has over 1,800 subscribers, and I look at the idea of opening more channels as well. The Red Devil, we're going to see what you've got going on right now. We're going to check out some Pokemon in a second. Now, I do not subscribe or watch videos while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I look for something over 10 minutes, so I'll take this 12-minute video, added into my watch later list. To do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I will watch your video in full. I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment. Of course, thumbs up. I will subscribe and turn the notification bell on like I do for all creators. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchad now and you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Tina Zone is in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Ali Fat Cat says we're happy when they hit 100 or 1,000. It was on your birthday that you hit 1,000. That's interesting. That's quite an accomplishment. And the Red Devil cried almost tears of joy. As a matter of fact, I don't know if Happy Lux is still in the chat with us. Happy Lux was with me. I've been connected to them for about a year now, and when I was building both my personal channel and especially when I started building Tuberchad, that was a creator that helped. He has live streams similar to Tuberchad where you can meet people for the same way that we're doing here. And on the day that my personal channel had 946 or so subscribers, a couple of people in the chat basically like took the whole time and they got me 70 subscribers in an hour and a half. Now that was like last trying to remember when that was. Last April or something like that. Now things have changed with YouTube and you really can't do that anymore without, having the purge come by and take a bunch of your subscribers and stuff like that. But I remember, like, I just couldn't believe the generosity that I saw in the people in the community doing that for me at the time. This is all inspirational in the creation of Tuberchad, right? It's because of the generous creators. Like, look at House of X Entertainment. Inc. is still here. They've been with me since long before Tuberchad even existed. And, other creators, I speak always highly of our moderators. Scratch and PPA, Michael's Adventures. Later on came into the scene Mariska Van Bundering, Corinne's Life, and many, many, many other creators. Not to mention my girlfriend, her daughter, Kristen and Kira, who are in the chat. And because of so many creators and the generosity that I saw within them, I was inspired to do what we're doing here. And now we have a fantastic community of loyal and dedicated supporters. Time with Tiffy needs to get on here. Relax and Rewind. I hope you're still in the chat. I'm just trying to match up your avatar to make sure I've got the right channel here. I can't be certain. I'm going to have to reach out to them. What we'll do is we'll move on, and if they're... Oh, never mind, I see it. Okay, it is this. I thought it was the first one. So this is a brand new channel. And I'm just double checking to make sure I've got the right one if they're still here. With 9 subscribers, a brand new channel we know is going to be like really under the gun with YouTube for their... purging and glitching that's been going on, so they may lose as many subscribers as they gain. We want to do everything we can to support this channel, so one of the things we could do is leave a message on their discussion tab. And like I keep saying, hopefully you're doing a better job than I am when you're leaving comments. I'm racing through and leaving really generic stuff, but I'm going to take this video. It's fine to connect with this because it's 5 minutes long. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this Rushing Sounds video. I will give a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll turn the notification bell on. And I will then make sure our connection sticks. Hopefully they're subscribed to Tuberchad now and have our notification bell on as well. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Now, I think D-Gaming TV said that they were going to go, but I wanted to see this channel because they were with us for a while today, and I got to make sure I've got the right one here as well. We got to double check because... it is the first one. Yes, okay. This is D Gaming TV, who I'm not sure if they're still with us, but they were. I'll add another couple names to the wheel in a quick second. But I'm going to do the same thing for this channel, so I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. I'm going to look for a 10-minute video if I can find one. Right here. And add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do again is watch this video in the next 24 hours when I go through my watch later list. I will I'll watch that video in full, I'll leave a comment, and I will subscribe and turn the bell on. Tiffany wears t-shirts. No, so it's funny that you ask. It's an interesting question that you ask. Do I get bored watching content that isn't my interest? I don't, and the reason why is because I'm far more interested in the creators, but I am fascinated to see what people are coming up with. So for those of you who don't already know, I'm a channel manager, so I run channels for other people outside of YouTube, right? Just a few now, and I consult, you know, for others and this and that, but I'm a marketing guy, right? So I've always been into social media. I started on YouTube about 4 years ago, but have only been running my own channels for a couple of years after that. So I started running other people's stuff, and it was only a year and a half ago that I was introduced to the small YouTuber community and became a part of what we're doing here. And then about 6 months later, Tuberchad was, you know, started, and we began live streaming last May. But I'm far more interested in the creators, and some of it has to do with seeing the progress that they make. So you look at somebody's videos, even my videos, everybody hates their first videos, right? Almost everybody. But you look at your videos, and then you look at the people who are growing their channels, monetizing, and sharing information with other people so that it becomes easier for everybody. We're now able to see people go from 0 to monetized in 3 months. Now that depends on if you have the time, right? Some people work, even I work, like, so I can't be here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I have a full-time job. Half of my full-time job is running those YouTube channels, right? But I enjoy seeing the content people come up with. I get inspired, and I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I like watching not only the content, but the creators themselves, and then the progress of their channels. I like seeing what people are coming up with, thumbnails for banners and all the other things we have to do, seeing the different ways people are promoting, and I get really fascinated by the influence that people have. So I keep going back to it, but somebody like Bobby Loves Beauty, who, you know, like I said, had sent over so many people right away from their community. I'm very interested in that. I'm interested in how that happened. How can I, you know, take some of what Bobby Loves Beauty does and adapt that into my own, you know, platform here, if you want to call it that, to have the same kind of influence, right? We have generous creators, Scratch and PPA, I talk about all the time, one of the most supportive creators on YouTube, and you see that when you go to their channel. So I draw and I learn from that. I learn from Michael's adventures, and this is one of the most supportive creators in giving much more than they expect to receive, and many, many more. You know, it's not fair that I keep mentioning the same few creators. It's just, you know, these are people who are here every day because they're moderators for us and stuff like that. But there are a lot of influential creators, and I enjoy the content that I see, even if it's not from niches that I would have found otherwise. It's part of the most fascinating idea to me, if that makes sense. So forgive me, that's quite a long speech. I did say I was going to look at some more channels, so we'll get that happening quickly. Ali Fat Cat has been on Peaceful Therapy with Devils. Zone we're going to look at right now. We'll spin just for fun. And we've been on almost 2.5 hours now, so I'm going to probably wrap it up in a few minutes here. Zone is coming up right this second. And we will look at Tiffany Wears T-shirts one more time. Thank you so much for all of your generosity today. I really do appreciate it. Zone has been back with Tuberchad again and again. And hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. They've got their 1,000 subscribers. They've got about 1170 right now, but we'd love to push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 1180 or so, and get them moving on that road to 1,200. Declan Fans 2020's back in the house. You're having quite a day. And then Makeup Mom and Son is looking forward to having a computer so they can jazz up their stuff, which is understandable. Absolutely. But, you know, a lot of people that I choose to listen to, and yeah, JetLife77, 100 for today. Thank you. See, I lost my train of thought because I'm reading 3 things at the same time. Yeah, Makeup Mom and Son talking about having a computer to spice up the videos and this and that. And Nalani J, thanks for coming in. Hopefully, some of the stuff that I listen to, like I listen to a lot of audiobooks and stuff like that, you know, all the typical ones you'd expect, whatever. And a lot of times they say, you know, like, one of the ways, I'm paraphrasing somebody else's idea here, but they say, like, you know, if you go into a store, a music store, and play the same guitar that Eddie Van Halen plays, you'll never sound like Eddie Van Halen. But if Eddie Van Halen picks up any guitar and starts playing, you'll know that it's him. So the idea behind that is that you play your equipment the best that you can. Most people, like, I don't know if you'll even believe this, but I have an iPhone SE. It's the original one. Now, I also have an iPhone 11, which is my newest phone, and you can see the difference in the screens on these things. But I was using an original iPhone SE, which is now 5 or 6 years old, for every video that I've filmed up until just the last 2 months. Just until the last month. I just got the new iPhone for Christmas. My girlfriend got it for me. Otherwise, I'd still be using that. And when you think about it, I have videos now that are out there with well over 250,000 views. I think it's, I don't want to be wrong when I say this, but I think one of the videos has 400,000 views. It's not my channel, on one of the channels I run. But those videos were filmed with my phone on an iPhone SE. It was done years ago, you know, and it didn't matter. So the idea is, I know we all wish we could have, you know, expensive equipment and, you know, wonderful cameras and studios to film in and production crews and everything else, but it really doesn't matter. One of the things I love about YouTube is that good enough literally is good enough, and you can always improve. So you play your equipment the best that you can, if that makes sense, and then, you know, we all just continue to improve, learn from each other and stuff like that. Nalani J, of course, it's been a little while. Oh, and Nalani J, you know what's funny? When you ask how did your computer handle so many things at once? So I just got a new computer a couple of months ago, but I got the base level iMac. So it's like the cheapest one that they have, but it is brand new, right? Still expensive if you want to call it that. But I only got 8 gigs of RAM, so I had to get it upgraded, and we had to wait for like a month, 2 months to finally get that done, and I just did it. So it's now got 32 gigs of RAM, so it's able to run StreamYards. It's still not perfect, or Streamlabs. It's still not perfect, but that's Streamlabs OBS that I'm using. So you'll see on the bottom corners of the screen are slideshows of member channels. They're just screenshots that are running like a slideshow. And then in the middle is, you know, what they call an event list. It shows all the super chats and memberships and stuff like that have happened for the day. The Stream Boss is a little game feature that's under my camera. And then just a logo is, you know, static on the background. And I do a screen share. So what you're seeing in the, you know, when I move my mouse around the whole channel and wheel, that's a second screen that is being shared into the Streamlabs OBS system. So just in case you're curious. Oh, I just want to do your thumbnails and banner. Thumbnails are scary now. Makeup Mom and Son. But you'll be surprised, like I said, when you, you know, find very popular videos. There's videos out there with thousands and millions of views, and the thumbnails are no better than anybody else's. It's not really just about that. Improving can help, of course, and there's lots of apps out there. So I talk about Canva all the time. Just because it's free and they have apps, but there's also Thumbnail Maker. There's lots of other ways to get things done, but we've got a few channels that we got to look at. So we'll look at Declan Fans 2020. I am GA Girl. I am Every Woman the Dream Team. And I didn't expect to be on so long today, so forgive me because I'm going to start really rifling through channels. Nalani J is here. And we will have a look at Tiffany Wears T-shirts before we go. Hopefully everybody has lots of time before the Super Bowl today, for those of you who are going to watch. Let me spin for now. We'll get another channel up here, and then I will see what else we're doing. Declan Fans 2020 is coming up right now. We've got 1,150 or so subscribers. Hopefully everybody will rally around this channel and move them a little bit farther towards 1,160 or so, halfway on that road to 1,200. They're with us all the time here at Tuberchad, and then I'll spin right away. And like I said, we'll move very quickly now. And Declan Fans 2020, I'm always good, so thank you very much. Alani J, the computer inside is like fire. Well, like I said, it's only a base model. So luckily it does have an SSD. That actually makes a big difference, right? And then I do have 32 gigs of RAM now instead of 8, which really helps. Tiffany wears t-shirts, actually does wear t-shirts, they say. I love t-shirts. I wear them all the time. I have quite a large t-shirt collection. I've thought about making a video of that too. I don't have like hundreds of t-shirts or anything like that, but I thought about doing like a video for t-shirts, let's say, that have been given to me. Sorry, GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team is here now. And I meant to pull your name off, so we were going to spin for Melanie J just for fun. They've got 151 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and we will get them to maybe even 155 today, a little closer to 160, farther on their road towards the 200 that we know is going to be on their mind. Oh, Peaceful Therapy Nightbot is a robot. It's not a channel. They come in to drop just links and messages. You can use those things if you live stream. So I use 4. I use Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Nightbot, and Botissimo. And the reason why I use so many is they're all good for different reasons, but also if one doesn't work one day, I can rely on the others and still get all the stuff done that I want to do. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If anybody mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me specifically to see, and I'll try to catch it the next time around. And then aspect of luck along with content and thumbnails. Yes, absolutely. Simplistic motivation, that's well put, because what I tell people all the time, so I said I'm a channel manager. I've been running many channels. You know, one of them now has over 11,000 subscribers, millions of views and all this. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and what I see on every single channel that I run or that I touch, the same thing happens. You consistently put out at least one piece of quality content per week, and it's not up to me to decide what quality is. It's up to you. You do this and you never stop, and you try to have consistency, and you just, you know, you learn and improve as you go. But if you do just that one thing and never stop, eventually luck will pick you. You don't have to call it luck. I call it luck. But it will pick you when it's your turn. It will take one of your videos or a couple of your videos and make them fly. It happens every single time, over and over and over again. If you look at Tuberchad, we don't get a lot of replays on our live streams, right? We get a few, but not a lot. They're not designed for that. It's meant for if you're here. But if you notice, episode number 101 of Tuberchad got like 5,000 views or something like that, which is ridiculous. It's 10 times what we usually get. And the reason why is because the consistency of 100 episodes of Tuberchad, not to mention a really, really hard push for episode 100, which I hope everybody will go and look at because it was a special live stream. It took that long. Now, I've never seen it take 100 videos for anybody to have that kind of luck and success before, but that's just showing you, if you can commit right now to putting out a video every week for 2 years in a row, I promise you're going to have everything that you want. You will be monetized, you will be bringing in income, you will have all the subscribers that you want within some kind of reason, and everything else. We see it over and over and over again. Thank you, Declan Fans 2020. And thank you, Unmasked Lifestyle. Unmasked Lifestyle is going to do their 1,000 subscriber giveaway next week. So we're going to keep everybody updated about how that is going to be happening. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. And then we're just going to have one more look at Tiffany Wears T-shirts right now. Thank you again so much for your generosity. Now, we've already done what we need to make sure that we're going to be connected after today. And then, see, that's okay. Makeup Mom and Son. The idea, though, is as long as you're consistent all the time, then when you have a situation where you can't be, it will be okay because your channel will be strong and solid, right? Then as well, where possible, if you can pre-produce your videos, they call it like batch filming or batch producing, maybe you can get a few weeks ahead. And or at least have a couple of videos that you can drop if you need to, if you have to take a week off. Everybody eventually, you know, might not feel well or get sick and stuff like that. You can do that. I do a bad job. I'm behind on my personal channel, so as much as I sit here and preach, I'm not even following my own advice. But the giveaway, I'm not even 100% sure, to be honest with you yet, Nalani J, but Unmasked Lifestyle is a creator who's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter of Tuberchad for a long time now. And we're going to join them next Saturday after Tuberchad. But they're scheduling the live stream soon. As soon as it's done, I'm going to put it on our community tab, and I'll talk about it again tomorrow and next Friday, so we'll have an idea of exactly what to expect. Tuberchad will be quite early that day at 11 a.m. Eastern or so, and then we will raid that 1,000 subscriber giveaway right after. But I suggest for everybody to connect, first of all, with everybody. But if you want to connect with Unmasked Lifestyle now, you can get an idea of what goes on that channel and the kind of things they're going to have happening. So we are going to go and do something that we haven't done in a little while. I'm going to drop a link in the chat here for a Tuberchad raid. I know we're a little bit slower ending today than usual. And you'll be able to go over and see my friend Happy Lux. This is a growth stream similar to Tuberchad. We can keep meeting new people, and he'll have lots more people over there as well. It's much more fast-paced. So he's got music going, a video game going, and usually anyway, I don't know what he's doing today. And you'll be able to continue what we're doing here, meeting more friends and family members. This is a dear, dear friend of mine who runs another growth stream. I've been connected to him for a year. We've gained hundreds of subscribers, both for Tuberchad and my personal channel with Happy Lux. And there you go. Oh, Makeup Mom and Son. Yep, when you get a computer, you can pre-film. Yep. If you, Tiffany Wears T-shirts is just offering advice. One of the things you can do is pre-make your videos. You can upload them to YouTube as private, which I always do. Always, always, always. Then I do the tags, title, description, hashtags, thumbnail, everything else. And then I put the video out usually at least 24 hours later to give the algorithm time to catalog it, unless you're doing something time sensitive. But you can upload as many videos to YouTube as you want, keep them all private, and then schedule them to release whenever you want. So for instance, you know, for three of the channels that I run, I drop those videos weeks in advance. Sometimes I post them private, and then I schedule them to drop every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday at 9 a.m. every day, so that they catch all the traffic. But that's a thought. But if you want, reach out to me. I know I made a mistake the other day, but we are connected on Instagram. But if you want to reach out to me there, we can talk about that as well. If anybody wants to hit that link, I'll pin it in the chat as well. We'll go over and see Happy Lux. Please say Tuberchad raid when you get there. Thank you everybody for the time that you've spent here. I really do appreciate every moment. If you don't mind giving a thumbs up on the way out, that will help as well. And give Happy Lux a thumbs up, and I will see you over there in a couple of minutes. We'll be back tomorrow around this time for Tuberchad. Thank you again, everyone.